Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Gigi, and on this corner of the internet, we learn to transform your thoughts into superpowers to create the life you deserve. Hi, my name is Shireen, and after studying and mastering the power of thoughts for the last couple of years, I've transformed my life into my dream life with a growth mindset, beautiful personal friendships and romantic relationships, and overall abundance. So if you vibe with me and you want to learn how to control your thoughts to create the life, come and subscribe and let's get into the video. Today we are going to be focusing on the origin of limiting beliefs, like where these pesky thoughts come from. I have the top 3 for you today. Let's jump right into the video. Number 1 is childhood. Children are like sponges, and we were like sponges growing up. Therefore, a lot of these negative beliefs, limiting beliefs, were developed and instilled in us when we were children. For instance, one of the beliefs that my teacher used to say to me was that I wasn't good at public speaking. This definitely hindered my process of getting onto YouTube sooner. I smashed this limiting belief by reprogramming myself, thinking and affirming that I can speak well, that I am a good public speaker, and I could articulate myself properly. At times. These limiting beliefs are stemmed from childhood. So if you're a parent, here's a tip. Be mindful of how you speak to your children in terms of money, your self-appearance, and anything that could potentially create limiting beliefs in their lives. Parents, you're doing a good job. Let's create mindful children by programming their beliefs with thoughts that we want them to think, and areas reprogram the belief with positive, uplifting, and motivational thoughts. Number 2, environment. Your environment obviously creates your beliefs. I was born in a Jamaican household, and my parents had a lot of limiting beliefs surrounding around money, that they couldn't afford this, they couldn't put me in ballet because they couldn't afford it, and all this rigmarole. And growing up with that mindset, I noticed that I've adopted that mindset growing up, and that certain things end up limiting my mindset. For example, if I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of the girl who was raised with wolves. She was a human, but she adapted behaviors just like wolves because her environment created her reality. That being said, your environment of how you were raised when you were younger has most likely transitioned into how you're behaving and acting now. So if you were grown up in a hostile environment where there was abuse or negative connotations or limiting beliefs about money, you probably have adapted those belief systems. I call environment background singers to your original limiting beliefs. I believe that limiting your environment are like backup singers to your beliefs. They confirm what's going on in your subconscious realm. If you have any limiting beliefs about money, I highly recommend you check out my first. This will help start reprogramming your beliefs about money. The last step I would love to talk about in the origin of limiting beliefs, it's the icing on the cake. Once the beliefs are formed and their environments are in place, the third one is self-talk. You start to internalize. Number 3 is self-talks. So once these beliefs are formed, they become a part of your self-dialogue. For instance, so you have that belief system from when you were a child that you cannot afford certain things. You go out into the grocery store and this self-talk starts to happen. Oh, I cannot afford this, that, because I don't have enough money. I do not make enough money. So self-talk starts to surface. And as you know, your words are extremely powerful, and the way you think and feel about yourself will create your reality, especially when it comes to self-talk. So it's important to change your inner dialogue of how you talk about certain things or yourself. I was having this conversation with my best friend the other day who was being very rude to herself and complaining about what was going on in her life. I simply asked her, would you talk to me like that? And she's like, hell no. I said, then why would you talk to yourself like that? It's important to talk to yourself just like you would talk to your best friend. I highly recommend this. Self-talk was one of the first steps I took many years ago in reprogramming how I started to think about myself. I found it much easier to pinpoint negative talk than negative thoughts. Once I would say, I cannot afford this, I would automatically switch that and then eventually switch the thought. I found it was easier for me to switch the talk initially than to switch the thought. So that might be a good step for you to take, is focus on your self-talk a little bit more and just really analyze how you're speaking to yourself. I have a gift for you, a free workbook on reprogramming your self-talk below. Go ahead and download that. If you want to take it further, I have a positive affirmations video up next where it helps to reprogram your subconscious thoughts into positive, uplifting, motivational, empowering thoughts instead of belittling thoughts. If you want to take it a step further of reprogramming your self-talk, I highly recommend you watching the next video, which is an affirmations video on positive self-talk, focusing on I am and how powerful you are to create your reality. So if you want to take it a step further, I would highly recommend watching my next video, which focuses on positive affirmations that you can use to reprogram your subconscious thoughts, help improve your self-talk as well. So if you enjoyed this video and loved my energy, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to download that workbook. Please watch the next video. YouTubers, remember, you could transform your whole entire life with just your thoughts. So what are you waiting for? Bye.